everyone, and welcome. My name is Ginnye Cubel, and I am the Executive Director for Florida Writers Association. This year, FWA is celebrating its 25th anniversary, which is amazing, especially for a nonprofit organization. And we're doubly fortunate as an organization to have one of our founding members, Vicki M. Taylor, here and part of our organization still. She was here as a founder and continues to be a part of our membership and is here to tell us a little bit more about the story of FWA. Vicki, I'll kick it over to you. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, Jenny. Yes,
Yep.
I'm Vicki M. Taylor, and I was one of the founding members back in May of 2001. Um, we had a dream, a tiny dream that blew up.
I was going to say, I think you're being very modest. Yeah, it's a pretty big dream in a good way.
We had a little dream that blew up into a big
Yeah.
dream. And and we were so excited to see it grow. And now, 25 years later, I can not imagine the best of the best running FWA.
Thanks. And I was about to say, I think FWA is so fortunate that the motto writers helping writers is really, really true. It's not just something that gets said in this organization. We're so fortunate to have volunteers and board of directors and other people in our extended network who come together to really help uplift other writers and help make this organization great.
You're right. When we came up with Writers Helping Writers, that's that was the motto that we wanted to instill in every person who joined FWA because we
Yeah.
knew that FWA wasn't going to be able to grow without volunteers.
Yeah. And I'm wondering too, what were the early days like? What was the writing community in Florida like in 2001? Were there a lot of writers around who were wanting to be part of something like this? And did they have something like this?
We started out with six and we grew to 29 really fast. And then by um our first, let's say, our first conference, we had
Oh,
less than 100,
still,
which
that's
was the next year, 2002. We had our
wow.
first conference the very next year,
Wow.
and we got 79 members, um,
Wow.
79 people who attended, and the volunteers just kept coming in. People were so excited to have a writers organization in the state of Florida. You know, they say that writing is a solitary sport,
Mhm.
and we are lonely writers. But in a way, that's true. But we love to be social. And to be social, we have to find each other. So that's what we did. we started putting out feelers and creating these what we called first in the beginning palm groups, which we call now writers groups. And we put out palm groups, and people were attracted to them because there was no place else in Florida for writers to accumulate and share knowledge.
Yeah. Mm. I think that's still such an important part of the organization too, because we hear from a number of members who find us on the web or have heard about us, and it's because they're looking for that community. And
Yeah,
they come to us saying, I just want to find other writers in my area. I want to be part of a writing group. I didn't know where to start, and I found you, and this is where I'm starting.
that's right.
You and your co-founders, got together at the kitchen table to begin FWA. Did you ever, was that the ultimate vision that you would, become a formal organization with a business plan and a 501(c)(6) structure? Or was it, we were just trying to fulfill a need and that's where
No,
we evolved?
that was the future plan.
Yeah. Wow.
We wanted it to grow, and we had this idea, and we had the Florida Writers Foundation idea, and we had uh, youth, Florida Youth, and we had
Yeah.
the Royal Palm Literary Awards idea,
Uh,
and they just all in the magazine. It we had all of those ideas. I mean, you should
yeah.
have seen us for when we were first putting the magazine together. We did it on the floor of my living room. Pieces everywhere,
Yeah.
people
Okay.
everywhere,
Yeah.
staplers, collators, labels.
Yeah. That the like camaraderie I'm imagining in that sounds so like exciting and fulfilling too. Like everyone's there working together towards a common goal to help other writers. And like you said, everyone has to wear many hats and roll up their sleeves and staple things and put them in envelopes. And it
Yes,
sounds like a really fun energy to be a part of. Out of curiosity too, has the writers groups or FWA, has that helped shaped who you are as a writer? Or do you feel like FWA was more about you giving back to the writing community?
no, FWA has definitely had a huge impact on my writing life. Actually, I started the first critique group.
That's awesome. You're a lady of first. One of the first founders of FWA, first critique group member. That's
And
amazing.
we had so much fun reading each other's stuff and
Yeah.
learning not only about critiquing and critiquing ourselves, but critiquing others,
Mhm.
which helped us more in our writing.
Ah, and I think that's a really important aspect of the writers groups too. Building community is absolutely important, but the ability to have other people be a sounding board for you or to help you see your blind spots or to see the blind spots in other people's writing and apply it to your own writing is such a great way to, develop as a writer.
Absolutely. And that was such a turning point for us when we started critiquing. I had two authors go on to publish books out of my critique class. I'm so proud of them.
Yeah. I was about to say that sounds like such a fulfilling moment too, to know that you were part of their journey and now they've gone on to, publish and accomplish something they were interested in. Like that sounds really fulfilling.
Does. I mean, it feels really good, especially when they say it all started back in Vicky's Sketchy group.
Yeah. Yeah. To be you were part of their origin story in a way, their origin story of writing. Last question I have for you is, you know, Florida Writers Association is celebrating 25 years. Um, what would you hope to see in the next 25 years that this organization becomes?
Oh, just bigger and better than what it is.
Always continuing to grow and serve more writers and reach more writers and help more writers.
Absolutely. To be still here.
Yeah, I say that alone is an amazing achievement when we live in an age where things, come and go and evolve very rapidly. Being able to be a pillar in the literary community in the next 25 years, it would be amazing and something I think myself and everyone here wants to see happen because I
Oh,
think writers need a place to go.
and I think that if the board and has a plan and you know they have their 10-year plan and they have their 20-year plan, you know, just follow through. And
Uh,
you'll be,
ex-
and before you know it, you'll be celebrating your 50th anniversary.
yeah, yes, I would say it feels really fun to imagine that to make it to that milestone anniversary and know that this organization has been here for writers all that time and think about all of the writers that the organization has helped and influenced and, impacted the trajectory of their writing and their career. And that feels really powerful and wonderful and something we need in the world. The world needs more writers and more
It
people bringing
does.
their stories and their empathy.